Hi, my name is Christiana Capra. I am with Spring Reins of Life in New Jersey. Spring Reins of Life is a nonprofit that provides equine-assisted psychotherapy for groups of trauma survivors. We've been around since June 2012 and we've served close to 3,000 trauma survivors to date, most of those veterans and at-risk teens. So the film that we have submitted here through Horses for Mental Health is a story of this horse. And silly. And so we made it originally in the summer of 22. We wanted to send it to the dodo, and we thought if this horse's story could go viral, it would help us survive. We were still trying to get back to work, and I have horses that eat like horses, so that was our plan, but it never really happened. And so I'm really excited that we have a chance to put this story out there a different way. And so this is Molly. This is Miss Molly. Molly joined us on April 1st, 2017. I always say she's no April Fool though. When we met Molly, she was deemed dangerous. She had been saved by a trainer in New Jersey from the Texas Kill-Pens. And so she'd been saved from the Kill-Pens and brought up to New Jersey, and it was really, really clear she was not going to be a lesson horse. She bit, she struck with her front feet, and she cow-kicked to walk up and pet her. And so that's what kind of got our attention on her to say, hey, maybe there's a way for this horse to do what we did. One thing I would actually like to point out about this video is that we don't have a single frame of her dangerous behavior on videotape. We never thought that way. We were not focused on that at all. We weren't documenting it. We were just working on helping her to understand triggers and how to stop disassociating and to be able to come back down to earth. And so we have zero footage of any of the biting or striking or kicking or defensive behavior. And in a way it's kind of good because there's no record of that, and I don't see this horse that way anymore. Molly is living proof that no life is so damaged or so far gone that it cannot be recovered with enough support and enough understanding and love. Anything is able to heal, and she's proof of that. Hope you enjoy her story. The first time I saw Miss Molly was on a Saturday, October 6th, 2016. She was brought up to New Jersey by a horse trainer who shared barn space with us and arrived with 5 other horses who had been rescued from the Killpens in Kaufman, Texas. Upon stepping off the trailer, the shipper handed the lead rope over to the trainer, saying, "Whatever you happen to do, do not take this horse's halter off," which was the first sign that the mare's description may have been misleading. Advertised as hip tag number 7479, 16-hand Palomino mare, well broken, sweet, friendly, sound, solid, and sane. Yet there stood a thin, wide-eyed, traumatized, large Palomino mare who clearly had endured her own type of war zone. Within the first week of Molly's arrival, it became evident that she would not be able to become a lesson horse safely. She bit, struck with her front feet, and turned to kick at anything that came near her. From a distance, I could feel that she had lost all trust in the idea that she could be safe with humans. During that winter, we noticed that while horse people had a hard time getting near Molly, the PTSd veterans who attended our Operation Horse program at Spring Reins of Life could easily walk up to her and pet her. That spring, we were preparing to move our programs to another facility, and questions arose about how Molly may be a good fit for our equine-assisted psychotherapy program with veterans called Operation Horse. 1 week before our move, 7 women joined together to form Team Molly, where they agreed to sponsor all of her financial needs to give her a chance. And so, on April 1st, 2017, Miss Molly unofficially joined our herd and moved with us to Hunt Cap Farms in Three Bridges, New Jersey. My very first moments in handling this mare were to back her off of a horse trailer. I asked her to step back off the trailer and get us both to the ground safely, where we could figure out the rest one step at a time. She did so. The next several months were spent giving Molly space to find her way back towards feeling safe and building trust. This included tiny baby steps of patience, consistency, routine, and compassionate interaction. We also enlisted the help of professionals. Dr. Judith Shoemaker visited Molly and was able to erase the central nervous system reflexes to bite or strike with her front feet, noting that the hind kicking was too dangerous to fix. Fortunately for us, Dr. Maria Katsamani, who co-facilitates Operation Horse sessions with us, is also a skilled horse trainer who has a specialty in gentling traumatized and abused horses, and helped her a great deal towards accepting a new way of interacting with humans. We did get that halter off. Over the next year, while surrounded by a team of compassionate humans to guide and support her, it was really up to Molly to choose her own steps on a long journey, which was her own road to healing. Ultimately, it was the veterans we work with who helped her reach the highest steps in her recovery. She could feel safe with them because their minds spoke the same silent language of PTSD. She still does have her triggers, yet she has learned to manage them in a way that is far less traumatic to herself and others. When working, we have noticed she will engage or approach the most internally wounded veteran in our groups in a way to take them with her to a place of safety.
She is wonderful for veterans because she understands them. Most veterans with PTSD will feel it from her and understand it better.
I'm Barbara. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I suffer from PTSD due to MST and September 11th. I have been coming here for a year now. I've known Molly for a year. Molly was the first sentient being who allowed me in her presence, and that saved my life. That was the beginning of my journey to self-healing. I would not be here without Molly and the rest of these horses.
In November 2019, we were presented with a plaque from the New Jersey Department of Veteran Affairs, which states, 2019 Therapy Animal of the Year, Miss Molly, which is so fitting in that it was New Jersey veterans who opened the door to save her life. And she has returned that favor many times. We are so proud of this mare. Molly is proof that no life is so far gone that it cannot be saved, and that love is the greatest healer of all.